So this is your host Steve from the back again, and so I started doing these Mugen videos. I mean, I've already done a lot of them, but I figure I wanted to start doing videos that are family friendly that can be monetized for YouTube Kids. So these are a different type of videos, you know, or different type of rants or videos. So what I want to talk about in this rant, in this Mugen gameplay with basically Chun-Li, Chun-Li, and Jill, and crap, who else is it? It's Chun-Li, Jill, and San, but I'm playing against San. I'm really only playing with Chun-Li and or Jill, and I've got like 2 different versions of Chun-Li, and I'm fighting against Ryu at one point, and like, what I want to talk about is one thing that I cannot stand. One of my biggest pet peeves in video games, period. But I remember being like a kid and fighting against people, and now mind you, I've never fought against a cheap person, like an actual person that was cheap. Like, I've played against people who were better than me in fighting games, and like, even someone may say, "Oh, he's being cheap," you know, or "she's being cheap," and like, you know, as a kid, if you say that, you're just saying that probably because you're just not good enough to beat that person's strategy or whatever. You know what I mean? If that person is just an aggressive combo, or that person just is better to you than putting in button commands or whatever, or their playstyle let's say their playstyle is easier to accomplish, and then your playstyle is different, but let's say it's harder, it takes more practice to do what you're trying to do. You know, you can't really knock a person and call them cheap when they're just you know, it's better than you. But one thing that I hate, and don't get me wrong, the computer and the AI is better than me technically, but when it frustrates me so much more when it's a stupid AI computer, and you just know that AI does not have to take the time it doesn't have fingers, it's not putting in button commands, it's not putting in directional commands. Matter of fact, it's probably reading your button inputs, and it's super aggressive, and it just makes you want to smash your controller. You know, it's just like you're thinking in your head, like you're like, there's no way that this can be this difficult. Like, it has to be like, this is insanity. You're like, there's no, this just doesn't make, and you're just like awestruck, like you're just watching, and you're just like, you're analyzing like how it takes you all this calculation, all this effort, all this skill, just to try to land like a couple hits, or like 4 consecutive hits. It takes you, you know, because you're just trying to analyze this character, and then you're trying to slip your hit in. You're trying to evade, and then you're trying to just sneak a super combo in, you know what I mean? Or get like a little combo string in, and you keep trying to capitalize off of stuff, but then you realize you missed the input. You realize what move you want to come out didn't because you hit the wrong button. You realize that to get like sharp and precise with everything you do would take hours of practice. And if you're someone like me who is not a gamer, like, you're not going to want to take that much time ever in a game to sit there, you know, and just like the frustration alone and the determination to beat a character sometimes will lead me to keep fighting them over and over and over and over. And that's how I usually get better, but it's not really a priority. But I'm just talking in this rant on this because, like, so I have to display on this video, like, how some of these characters are so cheap, and it's so annoying. and if as you watch this footage, you can see me struggling like with Chun-Li. And to be fair, the Marvel vs. Capcom version of Chun-Li is actually a very, not overpowered, but it's a very strong character already. So someone could say, well, how are you not winning? Like, how are you not overcoming this AI yet? You know, it's just a simple, it's just Ibuki, or it's just Ryu, or it's just, you know, I'm thinking like, bro, what you don't realize, you don't realize exactly how, even Doctrine Dark, like, he's on the easier side, but if you really pay attention to what he's doing, I mean, do you see the maneuvers that he's stringing together? Like, do you actually see how strong simply Ryu's block is? He's just blocking. And do you see how impenetrable it is? Do you see how, like, you could barely get a grab in on him without him either tech hitting or without him stringing together a combo that leads to an air combo, and then repeating that again by the time you can even get up off, like, are off the ground? Are you not seeing actually what's going on here? that's my rebuttal to if someone were to say, well, how come you can't just beat him? Like, I'm thinking, like, okay, you have a point. Like, obviously, if you jump in there and you know some weird friggin' combo strings, or maybe you know some infinites, or you know some type of, like, how do I say this? Some type of trick to where, you know, you're hitting this person when they're getting up on wake up or whatever. You know how to do some shady maneuvers or something, and you're really precise at them, and you can just repeat that over and over, and you can do it like so easily, like just like blinking. That's one thing. You know what I mean? That's certain players, like, you know, that, like I said, real gamers, like, actually maybe can be doing stuff like that, but just someone like myself, with my skill level, it's not happening, you guys. Stuff like that is not happening. With me, it's like, I'll play the character over and over. I'll eventually key on to what this AI is doing that's making them so hard, and then slowly I'll start slowly seeing a pattern, and then slowly starting to break this AI down. You know what I mean? And that's way easier said than done. When I say way easier said than done, it's way easier said than done. This is like you're losing, like, a bunch of times, and you barely just start to get an idea of, like, what's really going on with this AI, and you see where its weak points are, and you start picking it out. And then eventually you get a win. You know what I mean? And then eventually you get two in a row. And that's that. You know what I mean? But to get to that point with some of this AI, you guys, this is, let's just say, this is nonsense. This is for kids. This video is for kids. This is a family-friendly video, so we're not using profanity or anything. But let me tell you this: it is not, it is nonsense. It is a getting away with murder with this. What this AI is doing. You know what I mean? Like, are you out of your mind? You got to be kidding me! Some of the stuff that just the way these, it's up. I'll put it like this: it's now. I'm not just being a big baby, like, because I understand. Yeah, that's how you will play to win. Obviously, the AI is playing really well, but it's obnoxious. That's really what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying is it's the most obnoxious. I can't even say certain things. This is a kid video, but it's the most obnoxious thing I've ever seen. Like, the type of stuff that this computer is doing, that these AI characters are doing, is like atrocities. This is straight up just an atrocity. Like, just obnoxious. The most obnoxious thing. Basically, this AI is picking its nose and then sticking its fingers in your mouth. Not in its mouth, in your mouth after. This is just like the most humiliating, degrading ridiculous type of stuff that this AI is doing sometimes. You're just and the thing that makes me so mad is like you're just at the mercy of it. You know what I mean? Like you're basically frozen. You're frozen in time. Like if one thing hits you, I'm just gonna call this out. Like Doctrine Dark. Who programmed this where Doctrine Dark can knock you into midair and then you turn upside down? Like what the heck is that? You are upside down, floating, basically. You're floating slowly. It's like, wait a second. Why am I floating so I thought I hit the ground quicker than that, bro. Give me a chance. No. But you're suddenly finding yourself floating upside down slowly towards the ground. So he already basically knocked you into the air with one super, and then now you are helplessly in the air. Reminds you floating slowly towards the ground, which makes you'll see it. But someone's like, "How in the world?" Or not super. You got hit with a special with some wire, and then now you're floating slowly. So that leaves you open for him to just hit you off with another super while you're already in the air, and there's no way to escape, no way to get out. You're just stuck like that. And that's usually how, at that point, usually he gets the win with that. You know what I mean? He's doing uppercuts, and that's the win right there, because there's nothing you can do. It's just like, this is what I mean, you guys. This crap, I'm not going to say it needs to stop, but I'm going to say, if you're a casual player, like, and I'm less than a casual player with this, you might as well break your controller right now, because what you're about to see, and maybe I'm exaggerating, but this is just how I feel about it. The stuff that you're about to see with the AI is utterly disgusting. So I hope it's obnoxious, like incredibly obnoxious. And I know that's the most entertaining stuff. That's what's so entertaining about it, is it's just so obnoxious. But like, that's what it is, you guys. That's what you're about to see. This is your host, Steve from the back. This is Steve's Art and Fun. Hit the bell icon. Please like, comment, and sub. Leave a good comment, and help me grow this channel so that I can actually make some really good content and make something of this channel that's unknown for now.